Hello and welcome back to another episode of News You Missed, the video game news show where we recap the events that happen to the video game industry that might be important to the industry and potentially to you, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be covering news stories like, a massive Pikachu news story that's just going to really redefine your perception on Pokemon. We're going to be detailing and discussing some Fortnite, a little bit of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, and we have some Nintendo news, so stay tuned for that. Before I jump into that, I just want to remind you that I give away Nintendo Switch every single month as a thank you, and I give back to my subscribers. All you have to do to win that is click the subscribe button, have your notifications clicked as well, and like and share my content. It's a big thank you for being subscribed and alerted to my videos, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump into the news. Without further ado, the first story I have is emotes mocking Dr. Disrespect disappear from Twitch. Now, Twitch has yet to actually confirm or talk about this, but this is how it goes, okay? It's kind of a big conspiracy right now. Basically, what the community is alleging against Twitch is that Twitch is protecting its own. So, like, Dr. Disrespect brings in a lot of numbers, right? Which means Twitch would not want him to be perceived in a bad light. Now, a lot of people have really been hammering down on Dr. Disrespect because it's in his name. He disrespects other streamers, he talks smack, he talks trash. Okay, so you get it, right? You're with me. You know, recently he's had his unfaithfulness to his wife, his infidelity, a little bit of an issue, right? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of people who don't like Dr. Disrespect, hence very disrespectful emotes have come out that people would spam in his place. The origin of the CD emote would be one of them, which basically when you use it, it spells D-O-C, Doc, get it, Dr. Disrespect. There's a whole slew of information regarding this, but basically the long and the short of it is that Twitch removed these emotes, and a lot of people are thinking because they are trying to protect Dr. Disrespect, and they are alleging that it's very hypocritical to do so if Dr. Disrespect disrespects a lot of streamers. So Twitch is protecting a big streamer, while other streamers that he talks smack about, talks all this crap about, they don't get the same protection. That's basically what's going on. Where do you stand on this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below, because I'd really like to get your take on this, ladies and gentlemen. Nintendo's CEO believes one major mobile hit could expand business. This has been out for a while. It's basically saying, you know, if we could get one really major hit on the cell phones, on Android, iOS, that would really do good for the business, because traditionally Nintendo has been out of the cell phone field, the mobile field. They have worked with 3DS, you know, the DS, Game Boy, they're very well known for that, but as far as the phones go, not so much. And he wants to really break into that market. Now, I think, I don't really agree with him, honestly. Like, I know I'm not the CEO or anything, but they do have Mario Run. They had success with Pokemon Go. They have Animal Crossing. They have Fire Emblem Fates. They do have quite a few applications that work very well. I'm telling you right now, if they released a very specific Pokemon game, or if they just allowed you to buy a ROM pack, okay, and they had their own Game Boy emulator that you could use for your cell phone, they'd make millions upon millions upon millions. Like, each ROM was $10, $30, and you could have 3 Pokemon games. You're telling me right now you wouldn't buy that for your phone? Just official, supporting Nintendo, no piracy, no third-party programs, official Nintendo emulator, official Nintendo ROM. I think it would go over well. I mean, I could be the only one, but you let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the section below. It seems Nintendo is moving towards the mobile market. Steam also adds support for the Switch Pro controller in an official update, so this is 100% official, no jerry-rigging things around, except that the buttons are kind of switched from the traditional default setting for those who use Xbox One controllers or other controllers where A is below and B is above. They have it swapped here on the Switch Pro controller, so there's that. There's also a story regarding PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, personal trading in Steam. Basically, what ended up happening here is that PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is allowing people to trade interpersonally within the game, but it has been suspended due to some fact that you can actually sell the items on the market and somehow, in some way, shape, or form, abuse this functionality by using third-party websites. Now, this is unfortunate because the problem with games that have things in them that are loot boxy type that equate real world currency, it's basically gambling, and a lot of organizations are cracking down on it. The FTC, several countries in Europe, even America has launched investigations into loot boxes. So if you have a loot box system that can translate to real world money in some way, shape, or form, i.e. you get a really rare item and you can sell it on Steam Marketplace, that's bad. They also don't want Steam taking a cut of the money for the items being sold. They want to keep it within the game. So they will likely come out with their own more personal currency to keep it locked in the game itself and not be able to trade it openly on the Steam Marketplace. I don't know how that's going to go, but that's just something you need to be aware of. Fortnite's Battle Pass. How exactly does it work? Well, basically, from what I've read, the Battle Pass is just something you can buy for $10 that basically sums up the challenges of the season. So every Fortnite has a season. Epic has gone on record to say that it'll take you around 75 to 100 hours to get most of the challenges complete. The challenges are very, very similar to back in the day with Call of Duty, where you have to kill a certain enemy with a certain item at a certain location, or do a certain something a certain way, and then you can unlock potential cosmetic things like skins and whatever you would like for your character, among various other cosmetic things. And that's basically what it is. It just, you are buying the ability to unlock skins and cosmetic things by having a battle pass. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We've gone from things like Call of Duty having these challenges to unlocking title cards to actually having to purchase them. Gaming is really doing great. Teenagers love the hot new game Fork Knife. If you guys didn't know, Fortnite is also being referred to as Fork Knife. This is a thing. This is like kindergarten, I swear. Yeah, there's not much to the story, but if you ever hear someone saying Fork Knife, they are often referring to Fortnite. So, why is this news again? Red Dead Redemption 2 has a big trailer that recently dropped. There are takeaways from it. There's a massive generation leap in open world design. There's no protagonist swapping, unlike in Grand Theft Auto 5. The Outlaw Camp is your mobile hub, very similar to a lot of other open world games, and keeping your horse alive matters, as well as, of course, exciting new locations, and the game itself is very interesting. So if you missed the trailer, make sure to tune into it. Final Fantasy VII, Tomb Raider, as well as John Madden Football and Space War have been officially recognized in the museum for the Video Game Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, I covered the story before where there was voting going down for games that were going to be recognized in the Video Game Hall of Fame, and these were the ones who won out. So if you're interested in knowing the details there, make sure to check that link and that description of that news article down in the section below. It's pretty interesting. I gotta tell you, I think Final Fantasy VII deserves it, as well as Space War. I think Tomb Raider is kind of on the line of deserving it, and I don't really know about John Madden Football, but I mean, you know, it did pave the way for sports titles, especially football. So yeah, I guess they're all good. They're all good. So here's the biggest story. Probably a lot of people tune in for this one. Pikachu was not designed to be a mouse. Pikachu was designed to be a squirrel. So the original designer of Pikachu, the one that came up with the art, stated that they were really into squirrels at the time, but that they really wanted the squirrel to have kind of an electric element to it. So they liked the squirrel's tails. They thought squirrels' tails were very cute. They thought squirrels' faces and cheeks when they puffed out were very cute as well. And so they took those elements and put them together, but instead of making the tail what it was, they gave it kind of a lightning aesthetic, shaped it like lightning, as they stated. And then the creator, the founder, Satoshi, good old Game Freak founder, took what he saw and called it Pikachu and classified it as the electric mouse. But originally it was modeled after a squirrel. So, wow. Man, the the stuff you find out, ladies and gentlemen. I've never heard of this in my life, and it's really mind-blowing. There is a squirrel Pokemon, though, so it's kind of funny how the original wasn't a squirrel, yet it was supposed to be, and then later on we got a squirrel Pokemon anyway. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's this episode of News You Missed. If you guys really enjoyed this, please make sure to click and like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate the support that you give me. Leave a comment down in the section below about any of these stories if you find any of them interesting. And as always, the end card slate will be there for you to see a few more videos. I've been your host, ProtoMario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and I really appreciate you taking the time out to watch this video.